All right, and welcome in. This is the TCAN Gold Club podcast, episode 6. It is week 14 of the 2023 season, and Justin and I have a very, very special guest this week, who I think is probably the funniest person in the league, someone I've been looking forward to getting on to all season. We have a very special reason to have him on this week. It is Taylor Stout. How you doing, buddy?
All right. I'm a little tired and preoccupied, but I'm doing okay. We're alive.
And that is because you just had a kid, right? Let's clap it up.
I see a little baby stroller behind you there.
Yeah, I like that in the background. Tell us about it. How's it going? Oh,
Hey!
I was just feeding her, so she's gonna be grumpy or pooping. Yeah,
just like Daddy.
She takes after me on that one.
So this is what, day 10? How far are you in?
I think she's 12 now. I think it's day 12. It feels like 12 month, but it's,
you look great.
I got dressed today. So I felt good.
First shower in 12 days too.
Yeah, they all kind of blend together. When you're like wake up and go to sleep like 4 times a day, 5 times a day, it's kind of hard to figure out where you are. But
yeah.
We're doing it.
The work life is probably a pretty nice little compliment to it.
It is nice. I can't imagine someone going back to work like 5 days after having a kid. It's insane.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh.
I saw, I think he's probably a new dad today in just like sweatpants, hoodie, like shuffling down the street with a baby stroller. I don't even know if he had shoes on, with just like a tiny baby in there. He was just struggling, just needed to get outside, I think.
Getting outside is clutch. There's a coffee shop down the road, and we will just that's like our big thing. We try to do it every day. Just load up and walk 10 minutes down the street to the coffee shop, and we get back, and then we're just like, all right, day's over. Done.
Packing the entire house into the little stroller because you don't want to be short-handed when you get out there.
Sniper bags, man.
Yeah. Oh man. Cool.
So is it everything you thought it would be? Are there surprises? Is it like
everyone lies to you? Is what they're always like. It's so great, and you'll be so good at it, and you have it all figured out. You don't, and we all suck at it, and you have to figure it out. So it's fine. We came home from the delivery after like 3 days of not sleeping in the hospital, and then the first night home, we're like, cool, just put the baby in the bassinet, and she'll sleep for like 3 or 4 hours, and we'll get sleep. No, that's not how it works. She was awake nonstop for like the next 2 days. She wouldn't sleep unless we were holding her, so it was a nightmare. Yeah,
I thought you're in the potato phase where the baby doesn't do anything except sleep and eat and poop.
You sound like me. Like we know nothing.
That's the fake stuff the government tells you to make sure that we keep having kids keep this capitalistic war machine moving, man. I'm telling you.
And that's what Brian told me, so I'm basing everything off of Brian, but I'm guessing Laura probably just did it all, and he felt like it was a sack of potatoes. So,
yeah, if I was in New York right now, like getting drunk or something, like I would feel easier than this for sure.
Yeah, he is. I actually talked to him earlier. He just had some Indian food, almost shit his pants like I did, and then he's heading out to regular old bod sods and espresso martinis.
It's an average Thursday for Callahan.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so you guys know the game we play around here, right? 2 studs, 1 pud. I want to go around. We'll probably just do all the studs. Everybody do their studs, and then we'll come back through and do the puds. Taylor, since you're the guest of honor, why don't you go first?
Oh, for studs?
Yeah.
I think I have like an objective by the numbers stud, and then I have a stud of the heart. So I'll start with stud of the heart. It's gonna coffee. Whoever invented or discovered those nasty coffee beans, you can dry and then roast and then brew and suddenly survive. That's my number 1 stud for this week. Number 2 stud. I'm actually I did some research. Sorry, are we doing 1 stud or both at the same time?
Go off, man. All your studs.
All right, go on. So I was trying to come up with like a good one. So I looked at coaching performance to try to get like a coach of the year, kind of the turnaround team, like a team that's playing really well right now, regardless of where they are. And all of them were Bama. Bama's my stud.
Wow. Suck it up for the commish.
playing against him, you got to talk up your opponent for the playoff, right? But yeah, he started out 0-3, has finished 8-2. He has outperformed projections 7 weeks in a row. Like, I'm kind of scared playing him. I'm not gonna lie. So I looked back a couple weeks ago, and I was actually thinking about tanking for a couple weeks to secure a 4th spot, so I could play not Bama, because I like the matchups of the teams a little bit better, but it's not how it worked out. But yeah, Bama's my stud.
His team is scary, and I feel responsible. The David Montgomery trade has worked out really well for him. Seems like he has like at least one good trade every year. He's low key, like a really good trader. And yeah, his team scares the hell out of me. It used to be you, but you kind of limped into the playoffs a little bit here at the end. I think Bama's probably the scariest one.
Yeah, we had inverted like years a little bit, and I had some injuries and stuff like that too. But we'll see.
We shall see. Those are your studs?
Coffee and Bama. Yep.
I like it. All right, Justin. Did he steal yours?
No. So I had a lot of trouble this week coming up with studs. It's a little bit because of disappointment. I made a decent run at the end of the season to try to salvage the dumpster fire that was how everything started. I mean, I was 0-3 with, I think, an average points for of like 65 to start the season. No excuses, but everybody that I had and I was high on just sucked. So big disappointment. Flipped the script a little bit, ended up right around 500, and all I needed was a Samson loss so that I wasn't in the Sacco bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to win too. I had to show up. So sure enough, I pulled out the dub, and then Samson blew out his opponent. And here I am stuck in the Sacco bracket, even though I got the tie with 2 or 3 other people for 5th place, but I've got the lowest points for because of the shitty start. And
yeah, I was just looking
here
at
I
that.
am.
I didn't realize everybody had the same 6-7 record, and you're only 210 points behind 6th place.
Well, that's why I knew I needed Sam to lose, because the other 2 people were playing each other. So like, all I needed was Sam to lose, and he didn't. And I've been a little down. I don't really want to be in the Sacco bracket. It's not ideal this week. So I've kind of been ignoring fantasy. So my studs this week, number 1 is Georgia Tech football. I mean, clap it up for those guys. Like, we brought back our leading rusher and our 2 leading receivers from this past season. I couldn't find Haynes King on Twitter. I don't know if he has one, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming back next year too. So all we got to do is pull together a couple of linebackers, get the defense right, and then we're back over 500, baby, and I'm on track. Everything's good. Everything's golden. That's all I need. That's all I need. We're right where I thought we'd be. We said after 3 years of recruiting and flipping the script, we start fresh. Sure enough, we got a 500 season year 1. Yeah, baby. All right. So that had me fired up. I'm pretty pumped about that one.
What's the magic number at now?
I don't know. I'm choosing not to look at that and just supporting the Tech season by season. We did great this year, and everything's looking great. Yes, exactly. So that's stud number 1. Stud number 2, bringing it back here, Trevor Lawrence. He's had some low moments this season. He's had some high moments, but he's a stud this week because of his heart, his grit, his determination. That dude got rolled up on hard on Monday Night Football. I thought he tore every ligament in his knee, shattered his ankle, and was done for the year, because he got up and then he fell back down hard and was pissed. And then they didn't even give him a cart to get off the goddamn field. He had to walk a mile through the tunnel. I was texting Herman while it was happening, giving the Jags all kinds of shit. And then the internet blew up with it too, and they said the same thing. So just the fact that he gutted it out, made it all the way through the tunnel back to the locker room. And all it is a sprain. He's fine. He'll be back soon. He's already practicing. So
yeah, I think he's only questionable. Like, he might play this week.
I know. I had to go and pick up Jake Browning or whatever the dude's name is that went off against him.
But I had a nice parlay going that I needed the Jags just to win.
He had me worried. I wasn't really excited that I was going to lose my running back and my quarterback going into the Sacco playoffs. That was not going to be ideal.
Yeah.
But he's coming back. I feel good about it. So here's my studs. Oh, wait. I got one more stud. American Sign Language, ASL. Really making a strong showing this week. DK's been taking special lessons just to shit talk the players on the field because he doesn't want to get in trouble for actually saying something. So American Sign Language really on the up and up. Big stud this week. Good for them.
I didn't hear about that. He's using sign language to shit talk.
Yeah, he did like something like
standing on business.
Standing on their business.
What does that mean?
Like that.
Is that what the kids are saying?
I don't pretend to know what the young people talk about. I just like that he's bringing American Sign Language into our sport. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think the week before he said something like number 40 can't guard me or whatever.
Yeah. Which none of that seems like you wouldn't be able to say it anyway. But either way, I like it. American Sign Language. That's it. I'm done now.
All right. So I'm going to pander a little bit. My stud is actually 4 studs. It's fathers. It's the fathers in the league. 3 out of the 4 playoff teams are fathers. Brian, being the only one that didn't make it, is the current champ. And the other way around, 3 of the 4 fathers in the league are in playoffs. So it seems like if you have a kid, you basically are just really good at fantasy all of a sudden. Justin, you might want to think about that.
Interesting. I'm not the married one here, Herman.
It helps with
but I'm in the playoffs.
4 a.m.
I'm the only non-father in playoffs. I don't need the help.
Yeah, that's what it is. You guys are up at 4 a.m. checking the waivers, getting all those early claims.
You were talking about Bama last week.
About it.
Oh, dude.
Bama's up at 4 a.m. every day. Not out of choice.
So now I just grouped everybody together. That was my one stud. We don't need to suck Bama's dick anymore. Let's go. Let's do puds. Taylor, who's your pud or puds?
I'll go ahead and beat you guys to it, but I think the biggest pud of them all is the College Football Playoff Committee, right?
Oh,
I knew I was stealing Floodies on that one.
That was my number one.
It's better than my backup Floodie was you, so I'm gonna go with you. So I think it's an embarrassment. I think I like the statement that the FSU people put out. I thought it was real. It was factual. Like, what's the point of even playing the games? What, undefeated, no matter what. And then you got people like Greg McElroy or whatever that guy's name is out there talking about like, oh, if your team doesn't have a good quarterback, you shouldn't be in the playoff. I was like, dude, you're the worst quarterback to win a national championship probably ever.
They showed his stat line, and he had like 58 passing yards in the game that they won. And he's talking shit. Yeah. Herman, did you read the statement? Do you know what he's talking about?
No, I don't, because I'm kind of on the other side of the argument a little bit, where like I like what Big Cat said this week. 2 things can be true. FSU got totally fucked over. The playoffs are better without them in it. And so I'm fine without having a team with a 2nd or 3rd string quarterback in the playoffs just get run over in the first round, because we've seen that every year. Some team fucks it up and it just sucks. And they kind of play gross games. They're like the Iowa of the ACC, like awesome defense, terrible offense. Like, did y'all watch the ACC championship? I didn't. It was just it was disgusting. They didn't score until like halftime.
Yeah. Okay. They still put up more offensive yards than Michigan.
Yeah, that's the counter argument, is that they still have a better offense than other playoff teams.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, this is the part of the FSU president's statement that I love the best. It's like one sentence. I'll read it quick. For many of us, today's decision by the committee has forever damaged the credibility of the institution that is the college football playoff. Like, tell me that ain't shit that we wrote in Theta Chi emails back in the day when we were trying to put somebody on blast.
Yeah.
It's almost like word for word what we would do back in the day. Oh, man. But yeah, tough break. I agree with you there.
So who would you have picked? Who's your 4, Taylor?
Just swap Bama and FSU.
You would have put Texas in.
Texas beat Bama. Like, and that what bothers me is that they have a clear reason to leave Bama out, because they said one of the defining, they have a bullet point list that the committee put out there, and head-to-head matchups matter. And they just said, nope, not in this case because it's Bama.
I think rule number 1 is SEC matters most.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's what they've got written on the wall in the room.
Yeah.
SEC above all.
That's what they have proven out this year.
Yeah. I will say, watching the Georgia-Bama game, in a house full of Georgia fans. A little bit fun, a little secret fun. I would never admit it out loud, but it was fun.
It's one of those where you go like, oh man, that sucks. But what are you gonna do?
We were all watching the game. It was at Shannon's parents' house, and it was the final 2 minutes. Bama had the ball. Georgia needed a turnover or whatever, and her brother recently had a kid as well, and they were getting ready to put him down, but her mom wanted a family to sleep.
I was gonna make a joke like that.
Oh
too,
my god! So they were getting ready to put him down, and she wanted a family photo first. So she said, "Everybody, let's get a family photo before they put him down." 2 minutes on the clock, and Bama's got the ball. Everybody's standing on the edge of their seat watching this, and she yells from the corner, "Photo time! Everybody, come here!" Everyone was pissed. They're like, "You got to be kidding me right now! We can't be doing this." Oh my god! It was great.
All right, so was that your stud? Do you have a backup?
Pud? My pud? Oh, I have a backup.
I say it wrong every time.
I have a pud. My pud is Mr. Taylor Stout. He's a playoff team, and yet, is that right? Oh yeah, didn't beat me this regular season twice. 0-2 against this guy in the regular season.
It's called resting
NFL
your players.
Week 9. In week 9.
He said he was trying to tank. He was trying to play the schedule.
And then NFL, and then week 13 here, just a master class. Crushed them. Two of my best performances back to back end of the year. One against Taylor. So.
I write it off as charity work at the end of the year, so it's fine.
Okay. Good luck against Bama.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right. Similarly with my stud, this is a group of people who date or marry SEC grads are puds. If you look at the standings, the entire Sacco bracket is SEC lovers down there.
Is it really?
I think I got it right. I think it's the 4 people attached to some SEC grads. They're all in the Sacco. So y'all need to think about your life choices.
There's got to be a fun. We got to come up with a fun.
Wait.
SEC lovers. All right, hold on.
Who is
ChatGPT will work on that later tonight.
Oh, Nathan.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's funny because wait, where did Andy's wife go to school? Was she Wake Forest? Is that where they met?
I don't know. I didn't think it was SEI. That's the one I didn't look up. I just kind of assumed. So maybe I screwed that one up. But
because it's too, I guess there's more ACC people than the rest of it. I mean, whatever. You got whole.
Yep. See, checks out. So don't go chasing SEC girls. You'll suck at fantasy. Have a kid. Marry a tech girl. Boom.
In that order. All right, that's true. I guess we're just too busy having fun.
Not paying attention to fantasy. The number one thing that matters.
Winning's fun. You should try that.
I've done it once. Who's got the trophy? Oh, it's Brian.
Brian.
I'd grab it and show you my name on it. Can you point out where yours is real quick for me? I didn't notice.
Hey, 4 weeks. He's our only virgin combatant in the playoffs. I do love virgin champions.
4 or 5.
We're getting less and less each year.
I'm the people's favorite for sure.
Yeah.
First playoff appearance since 2018, by the way.
I'll give you that.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back.
I know somebody who was just telling me about something their league does, and they call it the Champions Dinner. And it's just blatant. They invite everyone that's won it to a dinner, like just in the middle of the season, and purposely ignore all the people that haven't won it. And in their league, it's 7 out of 10. And in ours is 8 out of 10. So it's basically just fuck you to the 2 people or 3 people.
We got to do that in the next draft.
You should do was it steaks and rice? Or was it steaks and beans?
Oh, steak and beans. Steak and beans.
I completely forgot about steak and beans. Holy shit.
Taylor, if you win, then Sam is the only one eating beans.
I've only ever eaten beans, so that's fine.
Yeah, we absolutely have to do a steak and beans. Like go out to a nice steakhouse and then someone just has to order beef or like bring their own can or something.
I'm in for it.
That's a great idea. We're putting that on the books next year. They're gonna bang the gavel for it.
Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, tell us about your new rivalry thing, Taylor.
Yeah, that was also going to be part of my bullet points for Bama. So Bama was texting me, and he like sent me a picture of this really nice wine box. It just holds one bottle of wine. It's like what it could be packaged in, and it was like really nice. And he was like, "This could be our trophy," and I was like, "That's a really good idea." Because what we've been doing is like exchanging wine, and but it's been like bottles of wine back and forth. But having actual trophies that we can like do engravings on, and then we exchange the bottle of wine. The loser buys a bottle of wine for the winner. They exchange it via that box.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of
Very classy.
cool. So really good idea, and got a name for it. So it's the Cork Clash
All right.
or our rivalry. That'd be good. There's a lot of candidates for that one, but that's what we stuck with. So that'd be the name of the rivalry.
Are you gonna like burn the name of the winner each year on there?
Yeah, we'll do something. I don't really want to do like engraving or anything because I just find that annoying. So maybe we'll do like a paddle on the back.
Sounds like somebody that's never won.
It's really lazy.
Stout tree.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, we should actually get some stain. And put
Good
some
money.
stained wood on it and stuff like that, and put David Kylo. Yeah.
How big is it? Is it humongous?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just the size of like a 750 milliliter. But it'd be funny if it was like a Magnum bottle box. So maybe we'll upgrade it. It's the first year, so we could do whatever we want. So, but we'll set the standard.
I like it. I think we all 5 officially have something, right? Something to wager now. Something to pass back and forth. I don't know if Brian and Andy, maybe the gown or whatever, they'll engrave or something.
Well, they said they're just going to pass it back and forth, so that's the same kind of idea.
I like it. I love this league.
Oh man, well done.
All right, guys, this was really fun. Just real quick, the lines for playoffs. Bama is favored by 6 right now, and Juice's team is favored by 11. So
Juices.
might be a lopsided first week. We'll see. I don't know if we're gonna do an episode next week. Kind of depends on how the playoffs go. If something crazy happens, maybe we'll have someone on, but we might take a week off and then come back and just have the champion matchup and the Sacco matchup representatives. So might have you 2 guys back on.
I appreciate that.
Perfect.
All right, guys, it's been fun. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.